At 6'4" and 205 pounds, Aaron Hahn is built like a guard. But this year, the senior had to lock horns with the big fellas down in the post.
Coming into the season, I knew I was going to be playing a lot of the 3 through 5 position. Wasn't exactly sure how much of each. And obviously, as the season's gone on, I've started to play more of the 5 or the center spot. So I have been undersized in most of those outings. But it's something I really enjoy. I actually like kind of being the underdog, at least in that sense, and being able to be physical down low. So it's a role that I've actually enjoyed. Obviously, I want to take shots, and there have been games where I've had to take more shots than other games.
One of those games where Hahn let it fly was the second one of the season. At IU Northwest, he nailed all 6 of his shots, including 4 3-pointers, finishing with 16 points.
Especially having a game that playing like that early in the season was something really exciting for me. It was more of a confirmation of my abilities and kind of just propelled me going throughout the rest of the season.
Hahn's journey to Taylor features a brief stop after high school, 54 miles north at the University of St. Francis. But something wasn't right, so after one semester, he started looking for a new home.
So the end of my senior basketball season in high school just didn't pan out the way I was hoping for. We just weren't as successful. I felt like we had a really solid team, and just results didn't go the way that we were hoping for. And I also felt like I maybe even took a step back or wasn't playing to the best of my ability that season. And then moving into college, it's a whole new ball game, and I just immediately felt kind of less athletic than other guys, which I still am, but I just didn't feel like I had a feel for the game anymore, and it was just kind of letting myself down, and it was kind of putting me in this hole, which was kind of a dark place, and I was just really struggling with that.
During his search, basketball was not a primary focus for Hahn. He had a friend from high school go to Taylor and had heard good things about the university. Eventually, Hahn was sold on TU and enrolled for January term in 2019, but was not a member of the basketball team.
It was difficult. I do remember specifically a game that I came to when I was here, I think in January. It was against St. Francis, and I was up in the stands, and it was kind of just a really weird moment, just seeing my former teammates and then just potentially the new guys that I would be playing with. But yeah, being a fan in the stands for me was something I didn't want, at least for a couple more years.
Once that season came to a close, Hahn did a couple of workouts with head coach Josh Andrews. Hahn's determination and relentlessness in those sessions earned him a walk-on spot for the 2019-2020 season. But due to transferring within the Crossroads League, he would not be eligible to play until February 2020.
Yeah, there was definitely some days it was more difficult than others, just knowing that it would probably be still over a year until I was able to play. But yeah, it was really my game day, and every day coming into practice, I wanted to give it my all, make myself better, make my teammates better.
Last season, Hahn played in just 16 games, but he says he never had any thoughts of going back to being a fan on game days.
In my mind, I had invested so much time and effort just into this game over the years, and knowing that I only have a few more short years left, I was all in.
Hahn's perseverance paid off this year, appearing in all 30 games and starting 29 of them. He also owns the 9th best three-point shooting percentage in the Crossroads League. His best performance of the season came in the annual Silent Night game.
My ears haven't stopped ringing since that day. That was one of probably my top sports moment of all time.
Hahn poured in a career-high 20 points on 7 of 10 shooting, including 3 of 4 from three-point range. And he was not shy of showing his emotions when the final buzzer sounded.
And just after the game, once we had gotten that huge win in front of our crowd, I think I had just realized I did step up in the capacity that I needed to help us win. And in an environment like that, that's huge. And in a game like that, it's enormous. So I think it was more just kind of feeling that payoff of all the hard work I had put into the sport over the years. Just being able to see that in a game like that was the reason that there was so much emotion coming out.
Even though he did not start his career at TU, Hahn hopes his impact will be felt by future Trojans.
Over my time here, I hope people can look to me and be like, hard worker, he put in the time, he was a leader, and just being able to see the work that I put in, I hope can inspire guys to continue doing that for years to come.
With the Taylor men's basketball team, Rick Johnston, Trojan Sports Network.